Hey, welcome folks. I'm super excited that y'all are here, and we're going to get started in just a second. All right. I'm super excited. I don't know how your guys' day been, but mine's been a little bit crazy, but hey, we're still here, and we're going to do an awesome stream for y'all tonight. So, yep, that's what we're going to be doing. All right. So, we're going to go ahead and get this party started. Before we do that, though, I figured that I should go ahead and introduce myself. All right. So, hello everyone. Welcome to another Taylor's Teardowns. We're on episode 4. I cannot believe it. We're going through these like crazy, and we've got a ton more to go, so it's super exciting. And my name is Taylor Arndt. I am making videos about tech, programming, freelancing, and everything else that I feel like. So this is my personal channel. And if you're interested in anything that I do, like tech, programming, freelancing, and honestly spontaneous stuff with Michael Dowies, who's in the chat right now, then feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe, do all the YouTube-like things, turn on your notification bell. That way when you get notified that we are going live. And we do have a testing chat from Michael Dowies. Hey, Michael. Nice to see you around. And I'm super excited because today's stream is going to be a little bit of a fun one. We're going to be talking about marketing and analytics. But before I get into the stream itself, I have a couple things that I want to talk about. I have been receiving a couple comments from some listeners and some viewers. And some people may find the screen reader a little bit distracting. And I can understand that that may be the case for some sighted users or who are not used to it. And so I've really thought long and hard about this problem. And the way that I think I'm going to solve it is I'm not going to share my screen reader in parts that it wouldn't make sense, right? That way we can kind of have it to be accessible for all. But if there are parts that require speech, for example, or parts that are a little bit weird, then the screen reader will be shared to share those specific parts. And I feel like this will give a compromise for both audiences so that everyone, no matter if they're blind or sighted, can follow along with the content. So I hope you guys are all fine with that. I see we have Shafiella in the chat. Hey, Shafiella. How are you? So, we're going to go ahead and get some things going here. So, all right. NVDA can shush. So I want to make sure that that y'all can see my chat. Or I'm sorry, that you all can see my screen. So Michael especially, can you see the screen? Is it showing up visually? And while I'm waiting for that, we're going to be talking about the Google Analytics Sitekit plugin for WordPress. Basically, it allows you to connect your WordPress website to Google Analytics, which can help you track visitor behavior and other amazing things for advertising and marketing purposes. And it will also help connect with Search Console, which is the way that you can kind of see the SEO for your site, and you can look at properties and rankings and all that fun sort of stuff. So we're going to be doing a teardown of the plugin, we're going to be doing a review, and we're going to be setting it up, and we're going to be talking about my thoughts. So, as soon as I make sure that we are able to go ahead and that the visuals are apparent, let's go ahead and get started. I am currently on the Taylor's Tech Talks website, and I'm going to go ahead and install a plugin. So I'm going to go find my plugins under Appearance. M. Michael, I'm not sure what that chat meant exactly. It just wrote out M. Let me see exactly what that was supposed to say. Let me see. Michael, could you possibly... Not sure what that chat was supposed to say. Huh. Okay. Okay, no problem. I just want to make sure. Alright, and I don't know why my little smart assistant has to have its last word. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and install the plugin. So the plugin that I recommend for Google Analytics, and again, we want to have Google Analytics so that we can track our visitor behavior, as well as to be able to look at different properties and to try to help us to understand where our visitors are coming from and what kind of things they're interacting with. So a lot of marketers use it. And it can be thought of as a visual thing, I understand. So, yeah. And like I said, I understand. Let me try that again. So basically, it allows you to be able to track the different items, right? It allows you to be able to track the different, items and pages. And Shafiella, I understand your concern about not being able to follow all the steps. I'm going to be literally speaking everything that I do, but I just wanted to be able to make a compromise so that everyone was happy and that we can have an awesome community of people. So I'm going to go ahead and go to my plugins. I'm logged into the Taylor's Tech Talks website, which is the website that I want to install this plugin on because I want to start tracking some data. So I'm going to log in, and I'm already logged into Taylor's Tech Talks. And I'm going to locate my plugins, and then I'm going to go ahead and install the Google Site Kit. So let's go ahead and install the plugin. I like the Google Site Kit plugin because it's a fully accessible plugin for Google Analytics. But not only is it accessible, it's made by Google themselves. And yes, I probably just set off everyone's G-ladies. But it's made by Google themselves, and so it has really official data. And so unlike a lot of people who use Monster Insights, for my analytics, I prefer using Google. So that is what we're going to use is Google Analytics and the SiteKit plugin for WordPress. The link can be found in the description. So if you would like to follow along, look at the description below. The link and all of our other links can be found in the description. I'm going to go to plugins. Oops. So plugins. I'm going to go to Add New Plugin. So I clicked Add New. I'm going to go to Site Kit. So SITEKIT. Enter. I'm going to press Escape and go by headings. Okay, let me try that again. Okay, Site Kit. All right, so I found Google Site Kit. And along with analytics, it also gives us Search Console output as well as speed insights. So it can kind of give you a lighthouse report inside of the Google Search Console and the website. So I'm activating my plugin. And again, I understand y'all's concerns, right? There's other channels that are, right, for a lot of sighted people. But honestly, my channel is not just focused on the blind as well. While a lot of the stuff that I do is focused on blind in some way, my channel also can be appealed by a broader audience. I'm going to activate this plugin, the Site Kit. I'm going to locate the Site Kit plugin that I just installed. And if you're using a screen reader, I'm going to type it in. So I'm just going to say Kit or Site Kit in my Find dialog. I'm going to go to my dashboard now, which can be found by pressing down arrow. I'm going to press H for headings. And now I have to set up my site kit. So this is where I'm going to go through the setup stages. So let's go ahead and do this together. And again, there are going to be times today where I do turn on my speech to show certain functionalities. All right. The first thing that it asked me is to allow usage data to help improve the plugin. So you can go ahead and improve that now. And so what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and decide, do I really want to give Google Insights? I'll just check this box, and I can go ahead and check it. Check it by pressing space on the checkbox. I'm going to go ahead and sign in with my Google account. I just pressed down arrow. Okay. And what it's going to do is it's going to set up a Search Console property as well as a Analytics property. So it's going to set up both of those things. I'm going to go ahead and say, yes, I want to sign in with Google. I got to verify my site ownership, but the cool thing is that this does it automatically. Sign in with Google. I just use my buttons to locate that. I'm going to go ahead and select my Google account from the list. I'm going to go ahead and accept all permissions. So basically there's a checkbox full of permissions that we need to accept. So I'm just going to move by checkbox by pressing X to go ahead and move by checkbox. Or not. Okay, actually not. I'm going to use my B key to locate the allow button. Allow or continue. All right. So now I have verified my ownership of TaylorsTechTalks.com. I just verified the ownership. And again, I understand that y'all aren't able to follow. Like I said, I'm describing everything that I'm doing, but I'm also trying to help others to be able to focus as well. So I understand, and I'm hoping that I'm being descriptive enough. Is there anyone else in the chat who feels like I'm not being descriptive enough with what I'm speaking aloud? And if so, please feel free to speak up now, and we will try to address it live on stream. But I'm just going to get a poll from the chat. Do y'all feel like I am describing everything that I'm saying properly and that you're able to understand what I'm doing even though the speech is not on? Please let me know your thoughts in the chat. Okay, I'm not going to waste any time though, because again, the stream is a little bit delayed. So once I get some answers, we will address that problem when it comes up. But I don't want to spend all night dealing with this issue, and we're going to have a great stream regardless. So I verified the ownership of TaylorsTechTalks.com. Now, the next thing that has to happen is I need to allow this to connect to the Search Console so then at a later date I can actually see these in the Search Console dashboard. I'm going to go ahead and click allow on this property as well. So I've allowed 2 out of 3 properties. Now I have said welcome to Site Kit. Let's get you set up. All right. Congratulations. I've successfully set up Site Kit. I'm going to go ahead and go to my dashboard. So now my search is set up. But we still have some steps to do. So our search is set up. But there's obviously more features to this plugin, as you will discover when we go ahead and go to our dashboard, which I just did by pressing down arrow and went to my dashboard. All right. So I'm going to use my headings to navigate the dashboard. And it says, congratulations on completing the site get setup. Now you'll be able to see how your site's doing in search. To get more detailed stats, activate more modules. So basically, this is a modular plugin. In other words, there are modules that you're able to activate to help make this site more able to get more data and to be more rich and able to be used. So we've activated the Search Console module, which is module number 1. And keep in mind that all these modules can be activated by pressing your H key for heading. So all these are heading indexable. Adsense. So this is if you have a Google Adsense account that you're using for this site. I do not have a Google Adsense account that I'm using for advertisements. So I will go ahead and skip to the next module by pressing H. I will go ahead and press down arrow after I heard the Analytics module because I do want to activate my Google Analytics. After all, that's what this video is about. So I will go ahead and press down arrow and I will hit Connect Service. All right. So I'm connecting the service. And I'm going to go ahead and sign into my Google account just like I did with the Search Console. I'm going to go ahead and TaylorAccess.com. I'm going to go ahead and say allow. All right. Continue or allow. All right, so I'm logging into my Search Console. I activated Analytics. So basically, whenever you activate these, you log into your Google account. Now, I'm going to be getting another screen. All right, and the screen that I'm going to be getting is, as soon as I don't lose focus anymore. All right. So now I need to select the account information that I want to use. So Google Analytics is split up into properties and accounts. And again, I'm not going to go into Google Analytics because that could be a whole course in itself. However, I will recommend some resources that you can check out if you're interested in learning more about Google Analytics. But the purpose of this teardown is not to share Google Analytics data, but to show how it's supposed to be set up on WordPress. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and share my speech. Now, the reason I'm going to share my speech for just a second is because the configure account dialog is a little bit mislabeled. And so I want to show users what happens when this is the case. So I am going to go ahead and share the speech now to show this one part of the setup where the speech and the screen reader have a little bit of a hard time, okay? So let me go ahead and share the speech for just this one portion. All right. So, all right.
You have started screen share.
So I'm sharing my speech.
Search window.
So that you can see what the issue is, okay? So, recall, we've set up our Google Analytics, we've installed our plugin, and we're about ready, we set up our Google Search Console, we've installed the plugin, and now we're going to finish setting up our Google Analytics. Now, here's what's a little bit weird. It says select account, but there's a little bit of an unlabeled image there. So let me go ahead and show you as soon as I don't lose focus anymore.
Chrome menu button, submenu, customize and control Google Chrome.
Okay. Hold on, I'm losing focus.
Search window. Search box edit blank.
I've lost my focus.
Site kit by Google Analytics. Taylor
Okay.
text box. News app CTRL
So-
CT1. Site kit by Google. Out of form. Please select the account information below. You can change this view later in your settings. Clickable.
So it says clickable. So it says select account, you can change this view later. So the only thing that I'm going to do here is where it says clickable, I'm going to press enter. All right.
Taylor access courses. Set up a new account.
It says Taylor Access Courses, Taylor Access Websites. I'm going to go ahead and set up a new account because I want this to be a unique property in my Google Analytics because this is not related to any of my other websites. So I'm going to go ahead and say set up account.
Site kit by Google Analytics tailored to tech talks community m-WordPress document.
Okay. I'm going to tab.
Clickable main menu navigation
Or
landmark.
not.
Skip the main toolbar.
Okay.
Search bar edit as auto. Site kit by Google Analytics tailored main landmark. Clickable account edit Taylor number 0397 yes tech talks community.
Yeah, so Taylor's Tech Talks Community is the account title. And all I did was I pressed E to go to the edit field.
Account. Clickable edit taylorstechtics.com.
All right.
Property.
The domain property.
Clickable edit all website data.
All website data is fine because I want all website data to be trackable.
View. Clickable United States.
United States.
Country. Clickable left parent. GMT-04:00 right parent. New York Times.
Now, because it says I'm in New York time, which is currently correct, I'm in Michigan, so that is technically the Eastern time zone. That is going to be fine, and I'm going to go ahead and continue with that.
Time zone. You will need to give SiteKit permission to create an analytics account on your behalf and also.
Now, the weird thing about this is that the labels are not corresponding to the different elements. So it says time zone, but then the time zone is right above where it says time zone. So that's kind of why I wanted to show you this part for speech, because it's not the same and it's not clear. And that's kind of why I wanted to show you how this is done, just because this is not the most clear thing with speech, right? So it's a little bit convoluted, and so I wanted to give users the opportunity to see this being done.
Accept the Google Analytics terms of service.
Now I have to accept the Google Analytics terms of service, and I have to give the SiteKit permission to activate and to give more data and to create my account.
This will create both a Google Analytics 4 and Universal Analytics property.
All right.
Link learn more left parent. Oh, button create account.
I'm going to go ahead and create account.
Document busy blank. Sign and dash Google accounts.
Okay.
Heading level 1 choose an account from Taylor. Second button SiteKit. Form list with 2 items. Link Taylor at
I'm going to log into my Google account again.
Sign and dash
Just like
Google
we've been
accounts.
doing the
Heading
whole
level 1
time.
SiteKit wants additional access to your Google account. Taylor. See no next checkbox. 8 services button. Cancel button. Continue
I'm
button.
going to go continue
Blank.
by pressing B. All right.
Document busy blank. SiteKit by Google.
Okay.
Document
So-
busy blank.
We just set up our analytics. Hopefully that wasn't too difficult. And I appear to have lost speech.
Yeah.
Or something.
Analytics. Button back to home. Button switch drop. Button open the user account switcher panel dot. Dashboard Taylor tick as accessible branding
Okay,
solutions
hold
and dash WordPress dash. Analytics dash Google Chrome dash Taylor left parent. Person 1 right parent. Frame clickable Google Analytics terms of service. To use Google
Okay.
Analytics you must first.
The next thing I have to do is I have to accept the Google Analytics terms and conditions. So this basically is just the terms and conditions for Google Analytics. I believe that this is a checkbox.
Checkbox not checked.
I'm going to go check it. X.
Checked. I accept button.
I accept. Okay. I went ahead and accepted the terms and conditions.
Out of frame button send feedback. Frame main landmark heading level 1 SiteKit. Heading level 2 your analytics account was successfully created. Thanks.
Yes.
Link go to my dashboard.
I'm going to go ahead and go to my
Go to my
dashboard.
dashboard link. Document busy blank.
Okay. So, I'm going to real quickly turn off speech for just a second. And then I'm going to go turn it back on in just a second after I do something else. I'm going to go ahead and activate the speed module. The speed module basically helps to give performance insights about your website. And it's not that hard to activate. In fact, it's the same procedure we use for Search Console. So therefore, I'm going to go ahead and deactivate the speech for just a moment. And then I will reactivate it once we go onto our other website where we're going to be analyzing data.
Main
Okay.
menu navigation landmark.
So-
Skip the main content link. Clickable main menu navigation landmark. Skip the main content link. SiteKit by Google dashboard Taylor tick tech talks community m-WordPress. Link skip the main content. Link skip the toolbar. List clickable with 19 items visited submit.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and go to our dashboard. We're already there. We're going to press H for headings. As soon as NVIDIA decides it wants to focus again, that would be helpful. All right. So Search Console, Analytics, Page Speed Insights. So all you're going to do is press H 3 times and locate Page Speed Insights. Once you find Page Speed Insights, you're going to press down arrow. Or click on where it says Connect Service. I'm going to connect it. And boom, it's connected. Okay, I got it. Down arrow. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and analyze some data. Now, for this part of the stream, I'm going to go ahead and turn on the speech. But before we start analyzing data, are there any questions about what's been done so far? Is anyone unclear, or hopefully this has made sense? If it does, great. If you have a question, I want to hear it. And then we're going to go ahead and analyze some data. Okay? But I want to see if everyone's clear before we go ahead and analyze some data. So if anyone has any questions, go ahead and put them in the chat. And then after we put them in the chat and we talk about it, I will kind of give my overall reviews, and we're going to kind of tear it down and figure out, do we like this plugin? Do we not? What are my thoughts? But I want to get questions from the audience. If anyone is watching, say hi in the chat first off. And then, as well as ask the questions in the chat. So that was the setup. It's a pretty easy process, right, y'all? It's a pretty easy process. Okay? So I'm going to wait for just a couple seconds, and then we're going to go ahead and analyze data on two sites. So we're going to go ahead and analyze data on Taylor's Tech Talks, and we're going to go ahead and also analyze data on Taylor Access, the company site. And if you're not familiar with Taylor's accessible branding solutions, we do accessibility, website development, marketing, branding, logos, and other design and marketing services for you or for your company. We also have an awesome courses website coming out on Wednesday where we will be sharing our courses, and we're going to be selling a group WordPress course for $300 for 10 weeks where you can learn all the fundamentals of WordPress, and you can make your own website that can be presentable to employers or as your home on the internet. And so if you're interested in that, stick around till Wednesday, because we're going to be making an official launch announcement here on YouTube as well as our social media. So if you're not following us on YouTube or social media, or preferably both, go ahead and do that and follow Tay's Tech Talks on Twitter as well as Taylor's Tech Talks on YouTube. And if you're not subscribed, you can visit taylorstechtalks.com/YouTube in order to subscribe to the channel. It will automatically prompt you to do so. And that way you're able to subscribe and understand when we do our launch announcement. But basically, if you're interested in building a site and you like the way that we do it, we'll be doing the course. It will also be every Tuesday for 10 weeks starting October 5th at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 Central, 5 Mountain, 4 Pacific. So if you're interested in a live group course over Zoom, go ahead and look out for that announcement, and you can go ahead and register on Wednesday. All right, I'm looking at the chat and I don't see anything. So I assume that means that everyone is clear, which is awesome. And if you're not, again, if you're also watching after the fact and you have questions, don't be afraid to put them in the chat as well, in the comments, and we will definitely respond to them. We always like hearing from our audience, so if you have questions, then go ahead and put those in the comments. All right, it's data time. Data analysis time. Whoops. All right. So, let me go ahead and share my sound.
You have started screen share.
Okay. So,
Level 3 or traffic at a glance.
we're going to go ahead and analyze some data. And now the reason I turned on my screen reader is because we're dealing with a lot of charts and graphs. And I want to show you how I analyze this data if I am blind. So this is the reason why I turned on my screen reader, because I wanted to show you how I analyze this data. So where am I at right now? I'm located at the Site Kit dashboard. So I go under Site Kit and then Dashboard. So I'm looking for the Overview section. And I found it by pressing my heading key. And
Start window. Search window. Search box.
okay.
Site. Heading level 3. Your traffic at a glance. Landmark heading level 1. Site overview.
So site overview, your traffic at a glance. So let's look at our traffic.
Heading level 4. How people found your site. Heading level 3. Analytics gathering data.
Okay.
Analytics data is not yet available, please check back later.
Right, so normally when you just set up a site in Google Analytics, it doesn't have any data yet because it can't gather that data because it's not available.
Heading level 4. How your site appeared in search results and how many visitors. Heading level 3 impressions. 310.
310 impressions in search results. So this is for Google Search Console. And then 310 search impressions.
Graphic clickable HR dot. Table with 22 rows and 2 columns. Row 1 day, column 1 day.
A chart. So let me read that again.
Out of table, graphic clickable HR dot.
A chart. Now that's not very accessible. But here's what is. There's a nice little chart breaking it down by day. And this is what's accessible, and this is in a table format.
Table with clicks column 2.
And I press down arrow.
Row 2 day, column 1 8/23. Clicks column 255.
Okay.
Row 3 day, column 1 8/24. Clicks column 26. Row 4 day, column 1 8/25. Clicks column 25. Row 5 day, column 1 8/26. Clicks column 28. Row 6 day, column 1 8/27. Clicks column 28. Row 7 day, column 1 8/28. Clicks column 23.
Okay.
Row 8 day, column 1 8/29. Clicks column 211. Row 9 day, column 1 8/30. Clicks column 219. Row 10 day, column 1 8/31. Clicks column 213. Row 11 day, column 1 8/1. Clicks column 29. Row 12 day, column 1 9/2. Clicks column 26.
So you notice this is pretty accessible, right? This is pretty accessible Search Console data.
Row 13 day, column 1 9/3. Clicks column 212.
Right?
Row 14 day, column 1 9/4. Clicks column 28. Row 15 day, column 1 9/5. Clicks column 220. Row 16 day, column 1 9/6. Clicks column 25. Row 17 day, column 1 9/7. Clicks column 214. Row 18 day, column 1 9/8. Clicks column 213. Row 19 day, column 1 9/9. Clicks column 225.
All right.
Row 20 day, column 1 9/10. Clicks column 216. Row 21 day, column 1 9/11. Clicks column 225. Row 22 day, column 1 9/12. Clicks column 229. Out of table source colon.
So 29 clicks, 25. It's been pretty consistent, right? But overall, we're able to kind of get an idea of our clicks. And again, it's a pretty accessible table. Overall, it's a really easy to follow format.
Link search console left parent opens in a new source colon. Link search heading level 3 clicks.
So it says source search console. So that is the Google Search Console data. And again, analytics isn't ready yet, but don't worry, we will go into that in a little bit. But basically what this does is this lays out all the data available for our site. So it's a nice little dashboard.
5. Heading level 3 clicks.
Clicks, 5.
5. Graphic clickable HR dot.
A chart. Now, again, this is a chart. It's obviously not very helpful. But if we go down below.
Table with 22 rows and clicks column 2 clicks. Row 2 day, column 1 8/23. Clicks column 2 0.
Right.
Row 3 day, column 1 8/24. Clicks column 2 0.
0.
Row 4 day, column 1 8/25. Clicks column 2 0.
Now, I don't know why these are all 0.
Row 5 day, column clicks column 2 0. Row 6 day, column 1 8/27. Clicks column 2 0.
But I can also navigate by heading. So if I'm not interested in something, I can press H.
Analytics gathering data heading level 3.
Analytics.
Link search console left parent opens in a new. Analytics data is not yet available, please check back later.
Right, so the analytics data is not currently available. I'm going to go H again.
Use goals to measure success heading level 3.
I can set goals to measure success. So I can go into Google Analytics and set specific goals if I want to.
Acquisition heading level 3.
Acquisition.
Heading table with 11 rows and 3 clicks column 2 clicks. Impressions column 3 impressions. Clickable row 2 top search queries for your site column 1 1 dot.
So what this is basically saying, hey, how did people find my site? So it's saying, hey, here are the search queries and here are how people found my site. Right? So this is kind of what happens is they're able to see the search queries and they're able to see how I found the site.
Link best resources to learn programming left parent opens in a new tab right parent.
Best resources to learn programming. That's pretty cool that my website was to come up.
Clicks column 2 0. Impressions column 3 1.
1 impression.
Row 3 top search queries for your site column 1 2 dot. Link Code Academy Discord left parent opens in a new tab
Code
right parent.
Academy Discord.
Clicks column 2 0. Impressions column 3 1.
1.
Row 4 top search queries for your site column 1 3 dot. Link Code Academy Discord left parent opens in a new
Code
tab right
Academy
parent.
Discord.
Clicks column 2 0. Impressions column 3 5. Row 5 top search queries for your site column 1 4 dot. Link the script review left parent opens in a new tab right
Script
parent.
review.
Clicks column 2 0. Impressions column 3 11. Row 6 top search queries for your site column 1 5 dot. Link versus left parent opens in a new tab right
I
parent.
don't know what that is.
Clicks column 2 0. Impressions column 3 1. Row 7 top search queries for your site column 1 6 dot. Link Jetpack WordPress review left parent opens in a new tab right parent.
Jetpack WordPress review.
Clicks column 2 0. Impressions column 3 2. Row 8 top search queries for your site, column 1 7 dot.
Again, these are all the search queries that people are finding to go along with my site, right? So these are all the search queries that people are finding, and then they can land up on my site.
Link job access left parent. Opens in a new tab right
Job
parent.
access.
Clicks column 2 0. Impressions column 3 1. Row 9 top search queries for your site, column 1 8 dot. Link Curtis Chong left parent. Opens in a new tab right
Now,
parent.
I don't know how people type in Curtis Chong and get Taylor's Tech Talks. If anyone can tell me, that would be great, because I don't understand that. It's kind of, these are weird queries, right? How do you type in Curtis Chong and it brings up Taylor's Tech Talks?
Clicks column 2 0. Impressions column 3 1. Row 10 top search queries for your site, column 1 9 dot. Link Michael Dawes left parent. Opens in a new tab right
Okay,
parent.
interesting. So whenever you type in Michael Doey's name into Google, it brings up Taylor's Tech Talks. That is actually a new one. That is a definite new comer to the list.
Clicks column 2 0. Impressions column 3 1. Row 11 top search queries for your site, column 1 10 dot. Link dot tutorial left parent. Opens in a new tab
NVDA
right parent.
tutorial. Well, I don't really do a lot of NVDA tutorials,
Clicks column 2 0. Impressions column 3 1.
but
Output of table source colon. Link search console left parent. Opens in a new tab right
so we
parent.
were able to see kind of how people are finding my site. So it looks like they're finding my site through different reviews and stuff that I've done, and different blog posts. So it kind of gives me a good idea of how people are finding my site.
Heading level 3 analytics gathering data.
All right, analytics.
Search for individual page or post information.
All
Heading
right.
level 3. Title or URL. Combo box. Button unavailable. View data. Heading level 3 page speed and experience.
Page speed and experience.
Heading level 4 how fast your home page loads. How quickly. Heading level 4 your content is. Landmark tab selected in the lab. Tab in the field. Tab selected mobile. Tab desktop. Lab data is a snapshot of how your page performs right now. Controlled and link will learn more how metrics are measured. Table with 3 rows and 2 columns. How long people had to wait after the page loaded before they could. Column 2 360 ms. Needs improvement. Row 2 column 1 largest contentful page. Time it takes for the page to load. Column 2 7.0 s. Poor.
Okay.
Row 3 column 1 cumulative layout shift. How stable the elements on the page are. Column 2 0. Good. Out of table recommendations on how to improve your site. Button properly size images.
Properly sized images. Okay, so it's saying my images are too big.
Button reduce unused JavaScript. Button eliminate render dash block in resources.
Okay.
Button reduce unused CSS. Button enable text compression. Button reduce initial server response time. Button serve images in next-gen formats. Button serve static assets with an efficient cache policy. Button run test again. View details at. Link page speed. Content info landmark. Thank you for
All
creating
right. So that was all the Taylor's Tech Talks data available now. So how did that kind of, obviously we have a lot more data to go through with the analytics, right? That was just the Search Console. So this is just data that was available currently, right? This is just data that was available after we set up our site in SiteKit. But obviously there's a lot more data that we can analyze, right? There's a lot more data that we can analyze once we actually go ahead and go to our analytics. And for that, we're going to go ahead and set this up on, or we're going to go ahead and look at this on a site that I have set this up on, as you guys know, my Taylor Access site. So this is the company site. But before I do that, do I have any questions in my chat? Any questions at all in the chat? Any thoughts? What are y'all thinking? You're pretty quiet. Maybe no one's out there, which is fine. And if you're watching later on, feel free to put a comment. Tell me what you think. Hopefully this is helpful for you. And hopefully you're able to understand kind of how this SiteKit plugin works. So we're going to go ahead and move on to our next website, which is the Taylor Access website.
Dashboard Taylor tickets accessible.
All right, I'm going to go to SiteKit.
F-T-E. Dashboard list clickable with 18 items submenu link SiteKit. List with 4 items link
I'm
dashboard.
going to go Dashboard.
SiteKit by Google Dashboard Taylor tickets.
Now we've got a
accessible.
lot more data here, so this is going to be a lot more data to go through. So, H,
Clickable main landmark site overview heading level 1. Your traffic at a glance heading level 3.
traffic at a glance,
Heading level 4 how people found your site. Heading level 3 all users. 0.
0.
0% compared to the previous 28 days. Tab selected channels.
Okay.
Tab locations.
So channels, locations,
Tab devices.
devices.
Clickable by channels. Button direct. Button organic search. Button social. Source colon. Link analytics left. Heading level 3 search funnel.
Okay.
Link by channels. Button direct. Buttons. Link analytics left parent. Open. Source colon. Clickable button social. Button organic search. Button source. Link. Heading level 4 how your site appeared in search results and how many visitors you got from
So
search.
it's kind of hard for me to read the first part of the data about how people found my site. I wish that could be a little bit more improved, obviously, for Google Analytics, because it's hard for me to tell. But hopefully down below, I maybe can get a little bit more of information.
Heading level 3 impressions. 119.
119 impressions total.
Graphic clickable HR dot. Table with 23
A
rows and
chart?
2 columns. Row 1 date. Clicks column 2 clicks. Row 2 date column 1 8/22. Clicks column 2 6. Row 3 day column 1 8 slash 23. Clicks column 2 10.
Okay, this is the same thing we saw last time.
Row 4. Clicks column 2 1. Row 5 day column 1 8 slash 25. Clicks column 2 4. Row 6 day.
I'm
Clicks
going to go
column 2
ahead
2.
and skip past this and
Clicks
for you
heading
to
level
read
3.
this.
Link sort tape day column. Row 22 clicks column 2 0. Row 23 day. Row 23 day column 1 9 slash 12. Clicks column 2 4. Out of table source colon. Link search heading level 3 clicks.
All right.
12. Graphic clickable HR dot.
12.
Table with 23 rows and row 2 day column 1 8 slash
I'm going
22.
to go ahead and skip past this as well.
Unique visitors from search heading level 3.
Unique visitors from search. Okay, so this is going to be interesting to look at. So these are like unique visitors from our search. So let's go ahead and look at this now.
7. Graphic clickable HR dot.
7.
Table with 5 rows and 2. Unique visitors from search column 2. Unique visitors from search. Row 2 day column 1 7 comma 2021. Unique visitors from search column 2 1.
1 unique visitor.
Row 3 day column 1 7 comma 2021. Unique visitors from search column 2 3.
3.
Row 4 day column 1 7 9 comma 2021. Unique visitors from search column 2 1. Row 5 day column 1 7 10 comma 2021. Unique visitors from search column 2 2. Out of table source colon.
All right. So I'm trying to think of what did I do those days that maybe they found my website through the unique visitors from search, right? So they're able to kind of see, okay, this is how my site's performing.
Link analytics. Heading level 3 use goals to measure success.
Goals.
Goals measure. Link create a new goal. Heading level 3 acquisition.
Acquisition.
Heading level 4 your most popular pages and how people found them from
My
search.
most popular pages and how they found them from search. So let's look at this together.
Table with 9 rows and 3 clicks column 2. Impressions column 3 impressions. Row 2 top search queries for your site column 1 1 dot. Link home accessibility solutions left parent opens in a new tab right
Home
parent.
accessibility solutions.
Clicks column 2 0. Impressions column 3 4.
Okay.
Row 3 top search queries for your site column 1 2 dot. Link Taylor left parent opens in a new tab right parent.
So if they type in Taylor, then they might see it. Oh, that's interesting.
Clicks column 2 0. Impressions column 3 1.
Okay.
Row 4 top search queries for your site column 1 3 dot. Link Taylor art left parent opens in a new
Taylor
tab right
art.
parent.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Clicks column 2 0. Impressions column 3 2. Row 5 top search queries for your site column 1 4 dot. Link Taylor training services left
Taylor
parent
training
opens in a new tab right
services.
parent.
I'm not sure about that one either.
Clicks column 2 0. Impressions column 3 6. Row 6 top search queries for your site column 1 5 dot. Link WordCamp left parent opens in a new tab
WordCamp?
right parent. Clicks column 2 0.
Makes sense as I presented at one of those.
Impressions column 344. Row 7 top search queries for your site column 1 6 dot. Link WordCamp Santa Clarita left parent opens in a new
WordCamp
tab right
Santa
parent.
Clarita. Again, that makes sense as I presented at one of those.
Clicks column 2 0. Impressions column 3 9. Row 8 top search queries for your site column 1 7 dot. Link WordCampus 2021 left parent opens in a new tab right parent.
Interesting. WordCamp US 2021. Interesting. I haven't really talked about that, but obviously that is in October.
Clicks column 2 0. Impressions column 3 1. Row 9 top search queries for your site column 1 8 dot. Link www.wordcamp.gr left parent opens in a new tab right parent.
WordCamp.gr. Interesting.
Clicks column 2 0. Impressions column 3 1. Out of table source colon. Link search table with 11 rows and 2 columns. Views column 2 views. Most out of table link search console left parent opens. Table with 11 rows and 2 columns. Row 1 most popular content. Column 1 most popular
Most
content.
popular content. So this is again another one of those data points where we can see our most popular content.
Views column 2 views. Row 2 most popular content. Column 1 1 dot. Link home dash Taylor tickets
Home.
accessible branding solutions. Visited link slash. Views column 247.
47.
Row 3 most popular content. Column 1 2 dot. Link pricing dash Taylor tickets accessible
Pricing.
branding solutions. Link slash pricing slash. Views column 2 8.
8.
Row 4 most popular content. Column 1 3 dot. Link partners dash Taylor tickets
Partners.
accessible branding. Link slash partner slash. Views column 2 4. Row 5 most popular content. Column 1 4 dot. Link schedule an appointment dash Taylor tickets. Visited link slash schedule dash and dash. Views column 2 4.
4.
Row 6 most popular content. Column 1 5 dot. Link Taylor tickets tech talks live streams for next week dash Taylor tickets accessible branding solutions.
That would make sense. Taylor's Tech Talks live streams.
Visited link slash Taylor dash tech dash. Views column 2 4. Row 7 most popular content. Column 1 6 dot. Link training dash Taylor tickets accessible
Trainings.
branding solutions. Visited link slash training slash. Views column 2 3. Row 8 most popular content. Column 1 7 dot. Link web development dash Taylor
Web
tickets accessible branding
development.
solutions. Visited link slash web dash hosting. Views column 2 3. Row 9 most popular content. Column 1 8 dot. Link announcing the Taylor tickets accessible branding solutions newsletter dash Taylor tickets link solutions. Link slash announcing dash the dash. Views column 2 1.
1.
Row 10 most popular content. Column 1 9 dot. Link contact us dash Taylor tickets accessible brand.
Contact.
Link slash views column 2 1. Row 11 most popular content. Column 1 10 dot. Link page not found dash Taylor tickets accessible
Page
branding
not
solutions.
found. Oh. So again, that kind of gave me a clue. Oh, maybe there's a page not found somewhere. Maybe I need to fix that. So looking at this data, I can kind of learn a lot about my users and I can kind of understand, where they're coming from, but also understand, how I'm getting them and maybe pages that could be improved or that need to be removed.
Visited link slash question page line. Views column 2 1. Out of table source colon. Link analytics left heading level 3 search for individual page or post information.
Okay.
Title UR combo box collapsed. Button unavailable view data. Heading level 3 page speed and experience.
Page speed.
Heading level 4. Heading level 4 your content is. Landmark tab selected in the lab. Tab in the feed. Tab lab data is a snapshot of controlled. Link learn more how metrics are measured. Table with 3 rows and 2 columns. How long people have to wait after the page. Column 230 ms. Good. Row 2 column 1 largest contentful page.
Awesome.
Time it takes for the page to load. Column 2 8.7 s. Poor. Row 3 column 1 cumulative layout shift. How stable yep. Column 2 good. Out of table recommendations on how to improve. Button reduce unused CSS. Button serve static. Button serve images and button reduce initials. Button run test again. View details at. Link page. Content info landmark. Thank you for
So
creating this.
that is all the data on the dashboard. So let's go ahead and look at more SiteKit stuff. So that is kind of how you could see the dashboard data. Overall, it's pretty helpful, right? Overall, it's definitely easy to use, and I'm able to understand it. I wish the charts were a little bit more accessible, but at least I'm able to understand how my site's performing. So let's go ahead and look at some more stuff here.
S-T-E. SiteKit. List clickable with 18. Visit. List with 4 items. Visited link current page. Visited link search console. Visited link analytics. Link settings.
I can go to Analytics or Search Console or Settings.
SiteKit by Google Analytics tailored to
Right,
accessible branding
so-
solutions. Analytics is connected. Heading level 3 audience overview for links full stats and analytics. Heading level 3 analytics gathering data. Analytics data is not yet available, please check back later. Heading level 3 top content over links full stats and analytics. Table with 11 rows and 4 page views, column 2 page views. Top acquisition channels over the last 28 days. Heading level 3. Links table with 4 rows and 5 users, column 2 users.
And again, if I'm not sure, like if I want to look at the top acquisition, like where did they come from? I can go ahead and go under Analytics.
New users, column 3. Sessions, column 4 sessions. Percentage, column 5%. Row 2 channel, column 1 dot. Direct. Users, column 227.
Direct, so that means that they just typed in my URL.
New users, column 3. Sessions, column 420. Percentage, column 560.61. Row 3 channel, column 1 2 dot. Organic search.
Organic search is next.
Users, column 28.
That's
New users,
good.
column 37. Sessions, column 47. Percentage, column 521.2. Row 4 channel, column 1 3 dot. Social.
Social.
Users, column 27. New users, column 36. Sessions, column 46. Percentage, column 518.18%.
18?
Out of table source colon. Link analytics left parent. Oh. Content info landmark. Thank you for creating with.
So those are all the data points that I'm able to be given. So what is my thoughts? Well, I think that this is a very great plugin. I think that there could be a little bit more improvement in terms of the charts. But overall, I'm able to get a very clear picture of how my sites are doing and able to understand where my visitors are coming from and also how to help them to make better informed decisions and to be able to see where they're coming from and to also be able to understand kind of how people are finding my site. So overall, Google SiteKit is definitely a plugin that I would highly recommend that you check out for your WordPress sites. So let's go ahead and go to the chat because the demo has concluded. So if there's any other questions in the chat, I want to go ahead and hear those. Otherwise, we will go ahead and end the stream. But y'all, this has been a pretty great stream if you ask me. But if you are in chat and you are watching afterwards, feel free to, again, put a comment, even tweet me as well, Taylor_Ernst22. It is in the description as well. And all the links that we talked about today are in the description, so feel free to use those. Disclaimer, some of those are affiliate links, but those will go and help Taylor's Tech Talks to become better and improve. So, do I have any questions in my chat? Is anyone still there in my chat? Let me make sure that my chat's still working. I'm always a little bit paranoid, especially what's happened today. So, anyone there? Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to wait a little bit and see if I have any more comments in the chat. If not, we're going to go ahead and end this stream. It's been a great teardown, but overall, great plugin if you're looking for analytics. It's the best one that I can think of, and it really gives you a clear picture of where your site can improve, but also where your users are coming from. So overall, I would highly recommend it, and it's a very accessible plugin for everyone. It's just, I would really prefer that the charts be a little bit more accessible, but honestly, charts are hard to make accessible. So feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe, tell your friends, and yeah, that will about do it if I don't have any more questions in my chat. But again, this has been a great stream, y'all. Feel free to check out TaylorsTechTalks.com for all the latest resources, and follow Taylor's Tech Talks on Facebook, Tay's Tech Talks on Twitter, and all the socials. So I'm going to wait a couple minutes, and if I don't have any more questions, we're going to go ahead and call this a wrap. We are going to be on Clubhouse doing a technology social launch. So if you want to go ahead and join me on Clubhouse, you can go ahead and do that too. And also follow me on Clubhouse. I can't believe it. I've got 1K followers. So I am very popular on Clubhouse. But if you want to follow me on Clubhouse, Taylor Arndt as well, you can follow me there. And you can ask me questions as well. I do WordPress help desks, and I'm also part of the WordPress Q&A. So I'm gonna go ahead and call this a wrap. But y'all, it's been a great stream, and hopefully y'all learned a lot. And if you are new to the channel, again, feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe, do all the YouTubey things. Turn on the notification bell. Make sure you get all notifications. We go live every Monday at 8 Eastern doing our Taylor's Teardowns. We also do spontaneous live streams throughout the week if I have anything that I want to talk about, or anything that have to be done, or I need to set up something, or I just feel like going live. We also have our Tutorial Tuesdays. Tutorial Tuesdays come out every Tuesday at 7 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Central, 5 a.m. Mountain, 4 a.m. Pacific. And they are ready for your enjoyment whenever you guys wake up. And they're about all different types of tech topics, whether it's Visual Studio Code for programming, or WordPress, or freelancing, or anything that I find interesting or that I've had a lot of requests for. So Tutorial Tuesdays are always going to be something new. So go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe to those as well. And with that, y'all, I think it's been a great stream. And I will talk to y'all later. Tomorrow for Tutorial Tuesday, we are doing a Python video. We're showing you how to set up your Python environment in VS Code. So, all right, with that, I think that's a wrap. And I will talk to y'all later.